guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel SheCoding, Code with Confidence. So in our previous class we had completed the concepts of keywords and identifiers and also operators like unary, binary and ternary operators. Okay, and I missed one point. Actually, conditional operator is also called as ternary operator, where we have three operands. Okay, it is the only operand that operates on three operand. Today we will be completing conditional statements. Okay, you can see on the screen we have 5 conditional statements. So these conditional statements are used for decision making and also to control the execution of the programming statements. So this is the syntax of if. Okay, let us move to the program now. This is my statement. We have to declare and initialize the variable. Okay, so int num is my variable. Currently I will not give any number, I'll just keep it as blank. Okay, so later I'll be giving. Yeah, in the main method I have written int num is my variable. Okay, num is the variable that I'm using. And now my condition is, you already know the logic to find even and odd number, correct? So what is the logic? The number whatever we are providing, when it is divided by 2, the remainder must be equal to 0. Then it is said to be as even number. Okay, if the remainder is equal to 0 when the number is divided by 2, then it is said to be a even number. So inside, this is the condition. Okay, so this is the condition, and this, if I'll be using the if condition, then I'll open the flower bracket. This is the if block. Inside the if block I will be printing num plus concatenation. Sorry, one second. I will be printing num plus, I am using concatenation concept, is even number. Okay, so this is what I'll be printing. Okay, I'll save the program and I will, okay, before running I need to initialize the value, correct? I'll give some 56. Okay, I'll save and run the program. Let me see. 56 is a even number, so I've got the output. Okay, so I'll demonstrate here. If this condition is true, it will come to the if block. It will enter inside the if block. If this condition is false, it comes outside the if block. When the condition is false, it comes outside the if block. Okay, only if the condition is true, it gets inside the if block, or else this will be skipped, it comes out of the if block. This is how the if condition works. Same thing is happening here. The condition is true, so 56 when divided by 2 will be equal to 0. Therefore it is true and this will be executed. What if it is false? What if it is not equal to 2? I'll save the program and run. See what is printed out of if block, because this condition 57 divided by 2 is equal to 0 turns to be false now. Okay, therefore it is coming out of the if block and printing this out of if block. Okay, suppose if we have only one condition after the if block, then it is not necessary to use the braces. Okay, only one condition we have after if block, so it is not necessary to use braces. Yeah, if the condition is false, what happens? Let us see. Only the second statement is printing. So by this you can understand that whatever the statement is written right after the if condition is considered as if block. Okay, so right immediate after the if condition, whatever the statement is written, single statement, that is considered as if block. Okay, what is the working mechanism of if else statement? See, if this condition is true, okay, if this condition is true, then it executes the statement that is inside if block. Okay, if this condition is false, then the control goes to the else block. Okay, clear? If this condition is true, it enters into the if block. If this condition is false, then it comes out of the if block and the control goes to the else statement and executes the statement 2. Okay, we'll demonstrate the program for this. I'll take a same example, but for a change I will print even number or odd number. Okay, it should identify whether a number is even number or odd number. So what will I do now? My input will be 57, and here num modulus of 2 is equal to 0. The condition remains same. I will use flower bracket here. Right after the if block I'll use else block. Inside the else block I will print num, one second, num plus is equal to is odd number. Okay, yeah, I'll close the flower bracket and I'll save the program and run. Now what happens? It is printing number is odd number, because when I divide 57 by 2, the remainder is 1. So which is not equal to 0. So that means if condition turns out to be false and the control goes to the else statement and else block gets executed. Okay. So suppose if I give 56. So 56 when divided by 2 gives 0. So now the output should be 56 is even number. The if block should get executed. See, it is getting executed. Either of them will get executed, both does not get executed. Okay, either if will execute or else will execute, ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ execute ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, based on the condition. If given condition is true, then if block gets executed. If given condition is false, then else block gets executed. It is as simple as that. Clear? Yes. We'll move to the next concept, that is else if ladder. Here, how does it work? We'll see the mechanism. If this condition is true, okay, if this condition is true, it gets inside the if block and whole these statement gets skipped. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟು two statements ಏನಿದೆ execute ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Okay, clear. Now if this condition is false, okay, if this condition is false, it comes out of the if condition and checks for else if condition. Okay, this will not execute. The control goes to the next statement, next condition. Okay, else if will check. Okay, check with second condition. If this is true, this block gets executed and all these gets rejected. Okay, all these gets rejected. And yeah, if condition 2 is true, the statement 2 gets executed, rest all gets rejected. This will not be executed. Okay, yeah. So next, if both this condition is also false, think this condition is also false, then statement 2 will be skipped. The control again goes to the next condition, that is condition 3. Okay, if this is true, then statement 3 gets executed. This will be skipped. Only this statement gets executed. Okay, yes. Next, if this condition is also false, think even this condition is false, this statement will not execute. The control goes to the else block and statement 4 will be executed. Okay, this will be executed. So by this, what do you understand? Only the false condition is checked with next condition. If condition 1 is false, only then it goes to the condition 2. If the condition 2 is false, only then it goes to the condition 3. If only condition 3 is false, then the else block gets executed. Or when all the condition is false, when all the conditions are false, only then the else block gets executed. Okay, when all the condition is false, then the else block gets executed. Okay, we'll demonstrate in the program. Okay, yeah. So to demonstrate else if, I'll take a new program. Yeah, I will write a program to check the class secured by a student. Means distinction first class second class ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಇವಾಗ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. I delete this. Okay, I should check whether the student is taken distinction first class or second class. First, I need to take the variable, correct? So usually percentage ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ percentage ಅಥವಾ CGPA decimal ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So I'll take float. Okay, float percentage. Okay, I'll take float percentage. For now, I'll not give any value in percentage. Later, I'll insert it. So yeah, if the percentage is greater than or equal to 75, then what do we say? Then we say he has scored distinction, correct? Else if percentage is greater than or equal to 60, he is first class student. Okay, he has secured first class. Okay, else it is second class. If none of these, like if he has not scored greater than 75 and if he has not scored greater than 60, then obviously else block gets executed, second class. Okay, now I'll give the percentage. Suppose my percentage is 95.5. Okay, whenever you write a value that is declared as float, then you have to mention F symbol here. I'll save the program and run. So 85.5 comes under distinction. Okay, I'll make it 65. Okay, and save it and run. First class. Now I'll do it 35. Sorry, 35. Second class. Okay, now nested of if is simple. Okay, it is the combination of all the conditional statements. If this condition is true and this condition is also true, the statement 1 gets executed. Clear? Okay, suppose this condition is true, aita, but this condition is false. Condition 2 is false. Now what happens? This block does not execute. It executes else block. Okay, statement 2 will be executed. This will be executed. Okay. Okay. Next. Now, E condition is false aito ankoli. The first condition itself is false. The whole block, whatever it is there till here, will be skipped. Okay, the statement P will be executed. Okay, ಈ complete block ignore ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, skip ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It does not print. It prints the else block. Else block gets executed. Clear? So first condition false ಆದ್ರೆ, nested of if ಅಲ್ಲಿ first condition false ಆದ್ರೆ the whole block ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು execute ಆಗಲ್ಲ. The else block gets executed. Okay, we'll check for the program now. Okay, voting eligibility check ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ first criteria ಏನು? First he should be Indian. Okay, so string nationality equal to Indian. Okay, yes. So next age int ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So int age is equal to I'll give 25. Okay, so my condition is both the conditions satisfy adre matra he is eligible. Okay, if any on one of this condition is not satisfied, then he is not eligible alva. So if understand the logic, if both the condition is true, on Indian agirbeku, on age 18 plus irbeku, avag matra he gets the eligibility for voting. Correct? So yeah, first condition is nationality should be double equals to Indian. And if age is double equals to, sorry, greater than equal to 18, okay, age should be greater than or equal to 18, then I'll print eligible for voting. Okay, next, what if he is not eligible? Else, what if this condition turns out to be false? If this condition is false, then else system.out.println not eligible. Okay, the same thing I'll copy and I'll paste this whole thing. Wait one second. Okay, if E condition false adre, if this condition is false, okay, if this condition becomes false, then ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಇಷ್ಟು block execute ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ. Okay, the control will go to the else block and this gets executed. Not eligible. Idu execute ಆಗುತ್ತೆ if this is false. Okay, if this condition is false. Suppose this condition is true. Okay, idu true ಆಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇದು ಈ condition true ಆಯ್ತು, then it checks for this condition. Okay, it checks for this condition. If this condition is false, okay, if this condition is false, then the control goes to the else statement and it prints not eligible. Okay, this part will be printed if this condition is false. Okay, if this condition is true, okay, if this condition is true, then eligible for voting will be printed. Okay, once again let me explain you. If E condition true adre, it checks for this condition. If E condition true adre, it will execute this block. Okay, this block will be executed. Okay, then if E condition false adre, first condition false adre, it directly goes to the else block and executes this condition, this statement. Okay, and E condition true agi, E condition false adre, what happens? It comes out of this and prints this block. Okay, this is how exactly it works. Okay, so that you don't get confusion, ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಔಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎರಡು ನಾಟ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನ್ಯಾಷನಾಲಿಟಿ ABC ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆ ನಂದು, nationality should be equal to Indian and his age is above 18, then only he is eligible for voting. Okay, otherwise he is not eligible, he is not eligible. So that you can understand ಯಾವ else ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಔಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನರ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಔಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಔಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟೇ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಸೇ, ಇಫ್ ಔಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಇದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟೇ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಡಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಇಫ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಚೆಕ್ಕೇ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಸೀದಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಐ ಸೇವ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ರನ್. You can see here it is stating that outer if else statement not eligible is printed. Okay, so ಯಾವ್ದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ, ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಏಜ್ ಇಸ್ 15. ಇವಾಗ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದೆ ಬಟ್ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಈ ಏನಿದೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಐ ಸೇವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ರನ್. ಇನ್ನರ್ ಇಫ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಎರಡು ಓಕೆ ಆಗೋ ತರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್, ಎಲಿಜಿಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ವೋಟಿಂಗ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟೆಡ್. ಸಿ, ಗಾಟ್ ಇಟ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ದ ನೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಫ್. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಫ್, ನೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಫ್. Okay, yes, next we'll move on to the switch statement. This is the selector. Okay, if the selector matches with any of the case, ಯಾವ ಕೇಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದ್ರ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟೆಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, then it encounters with the break statement. So what does this break statement do? It will come out of the block, any block. Okay, it may be in case or it may be in break. Okay, any block in the ಆಚೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. Next, what is the use of default? If the selector does not match with any of the cases, if the selector does not match with any of the cases, then the default statement gets executed. Okay, ಯಾವುದೂ ಕೇಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಗ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿನಾ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ನೋ, default is not mandatory. If you want you can add it, or if you don't want you can just don't add it. Okay, you can leave it. So but break is compulsory, case statement is compulsory. Okay, these are mandatory fields. Let us go to the program now. So my program is to check whether the given character is vowel or consonant. So in order to write the character, which data type should I use? I should use char data type. So inside char I'll give a variable called character. Okay, is equal to, I'll give r, okay, semicolon, then I will use switch statement. Inside switch statement I have to write this variable. Okay, so which I need to identify. Then now I'll open the brackets. Inside this bracket my case 1. Case 1 is what is the vowels we have? What are the vowels we have? A colon. Case 2, that is E. Okay, again I'll open the bracket and print the character concatenation is a vowel. Okay, default, if it does not match any of the case above, then it is the consonant alva. So I'll have to print the character concatenation is a consonant. Okay, I'll save, and I have missed here, there is some error in this program, that is break statement. So break statement is not mandatory inside default because default is the last statement. Correct? So when the default is executed, obviously none of the cases is true. Okay, yes, my input is R. Obviously you know R is a consonant, so I should get R is a consonant as a output. So let's see whether we get it. Yes, you can see here we got R is a consonant. What if I give it as A and save the program and run it? A is a vowel and it is stopping here. It does not execute further. it is not executing further. If I remove break statement, I'm not getting any error. See, I won't get any error if I remove break statement. It is syntactically perfect, but the thing is, see what happens. A is a vowel and A is a consonant. I'm getting both the statement together, like even this and this. Okay, now you got the difference of break statement. The break statement will exit from this switch statement. Okay, till here you can see, till here it is a part of switch block. Okay, what will the break statement do? Break statement will come out of the switch block and executes this. Wait, let me show you. Out of switch. Okay, break statement ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? So break statement encounter ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದಂಗೆನೆ ಈ statement print ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. You can see along with A is a vowel, it will print out of switch. Okay, see, you can be able to see here. See, out of the switch. So break statement ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ? Switch block ಇಂದ ಆಚೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, control. Oh yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you find this video helpful. Please do like, share, subscribe to my channel.